After an incredible practice, I went deep into meditation. Feel the calling to share from a space I have not dared go. It's beautiful. I keep hearing in my heart, you'll never regret this. As I give you Thoth. They're still here. They're with you. They have not left you. The memory of a feeling that is beyond what you've known in this life, more familiar than the most normal feelings you know. You may turn back now. If you know within yourself that this is not your time, step away from this and do something in your life with your body. For remembering this is something you cannot undo. It is time. You have always known that this time would come, and you must allow yourself to feel it in order to appreciate what is actually happening. For the foreshadowing that you gave to this moment is a gift that returns to you now. You receive it as if you were catching water, somehow knowing how to do what you need to do. To receive your own spirit in this time is to attune with the transformation that the earth is giving to you. You have earned this. You have suffered through many lifetimes, and in your suffering, you have failed to appreciate why you were doing what you were doing. The fleeting moments that were available to you to reclaim the purpose that you were living out were not enough to remember, to recreate the body of the truth of who you are. This has been purposeful, and within the moments that you gather now is a memory of a place. It is this place that unlocks the truth that can reawaken within you. It is a city in the sky. In truth, it feels like it is higher than all that you have known as high, more enlightened than all that you have known as enlightened, and yet as familiar as it is, it has been beyond your reach. To get there is not a journey carried over distance, and the way in which you imagine this place has inhibited you from reclaiming it. It is not somewhere else. It is closer to you than that, but it is in a different attunement. The configuration of consciousness that you must reclaim to embody from within this familiar home is an attunement that ignites fires in the life that you live. You must be willing to live as a dragon, breathing through what exists around you, knowing that you are a destructive force in the communities and the environments you share. To know that you exist in this way is terrifying. A deep subtlety and empathy that you bear naturally will refuse to embody this power, and I am inviting you to realize it is necessary. It is time. Know yourself as you are and recreate the body of the truth of your home. There is a space you have lived on Earth. It is more familiar and more natural to you than anything you have known within this lifetime. And as you access it, you see waves, tendrils of paths through time that you have lived. You must be able to embrace yourself through many lifetimes to know the truth of this deeper space, the space from which you lived before humanity began. I am not speaking to all of you. Many of you must simply listen. Most of those who will hear this have not lived in the place I described. I tell you this story because you must watch those awaken who have lived with me here. You must witness their awakening to know your own. For many of you arrived after humanity began. And in your arrival, you knew who you were and what you were agreeing to live through. This is in some ways easier, and in others much more difficult. For you do not have the safety of this city in the sky that is actually more real and more present than anything you know to be real. You do not have the safety of the memory to reclaim, and thus I speak to you differently. Please watch and listen, and trust that those who are awakening from within this human lifetime to remember their presence here before humanity began are those who you can trust. Now, I refer back to those who know me as family. You always knew that you would forget, and you always knew that I would help you remember. You always knew that the suffering would be over, and that you were living through it, that others may suffer much less. You always knew that each lifetime would be fleeting, and the joys and the pleasures that you experienced would be incomparable to those you knew to be normal before this story began. You always knew that you would have to hate people you loved, for you embodied a greater hatred than all that others who arrived after you would embody. And thus your capacity to love even more than that hate was the way out. You have killed those you loved. You have been killed by those who you love. You have hated and then overcome this hatred again and again. And as I touch your heart now, you know who you are. Feel this. Breathe with this and accept the activation in a way that will last. Allow it to embody within the cells and the moment of time that you are touched. Recognize yourself as the one who can handle this change and embody as the fire. For the fire will live through you and reclaim what is its own. Yes, it destroys, and yet it knows what to destroy. These choices are not yours, for you are the flowing spirit itself, and you give that which moves through you to the world, that it may choose what lives and what dies. To accept the grace of this moment is to know that there is no return. This is a transition in time. You may lag behind and wait, and you may falter. You may resist the truth and hide from it by attempting to recreate the body of something else. But it will be a lie. It will take you back to sleep, and it will inhibit your ability to be present with those you love. Trust that the truth will enable you to be more present with those you love. Trust that the truth will show you a path through this chaos and help each step give the grace of the world to come. For you are here to recreate this city in the sky all around you. You are here to bring life into the presence of the love that you share, that extends well beyond everything you have known until now. You are here to recreate out of the shattered wreckage of the confusion that exists around you. You are here to create a new way. And those who stay are those who can watch this as it happens. They can watch you awaken to who you truly are and believe in you as you are. They will help you stay as yourself. Treat them with more respect than you can possibly measure. For those who stay are agreeing to be this love for a very long time. And as they agree, they will live it. And as they live it, you will share with them in ways that extend beyond your memories. For there is a place that you know to be real. And from this place you agreed to go on this journey. It was, as you saw it then, almost a dream. You knew that the most sacred essence that you know to be you would be protected. You never had to offer your sacred essence to history. You created and destroyed for lifetime after lifetime without recognizing any of it as fully real. You have been asleep, and I am here to awaken you to who you are.